Hey there, it's Toasty Fresh, and I'm back with my level 9 challenge on Football Manager 2012. And it's been a while since I've been on this game, so I've just chucked myself back into it. The last time out, you saw us, we played Chelsea, and we got a real footballing lesson, getting hammered. What was it? 6-0. And there's been a few matches since then, so I'm just going to do a quick recap with you on those, and then it's going to be the FA Vase quarter-final against New College, which are kind of like the Swindon Reserves. It's like an amateur team, but they work as their reserve team effectively, I think. But that's the plans. The plans for the rest of this series now on this season is going to be. This is going to be it. If we get lucky in the cups, the FA Vase there, and I've got the semi-final against Bay Cup in the North West Counties League Cup. If we are good and lucky in those cups and we get to the final, I'll show you both finals and then an end of season recap, and that'll be it for this season. And then I'll be going on to next season when we're in the regionals, starting off in the regional first division, and we'll do how I got out of that league if I indeed managed to do it. But that's going to be the next match. I have to apologise if there's any coughing or anything like that, or wheezing or sneezing, because I'm in the grip of man flu at the minute. But without further ado, the recap. We bounced back pretty well after the Chelsea drubbing to win 4-0 at Barnoldswick in the league. That was David Lee getting 2, Patrick Vaz and Mark Hughes. We then drew 2-2 with AFC Blackpool. That was Mark Hughes and Stephen Sterling. Stephen Sterling decided to be a little bit of a goal machine for 2 games. Got himself another one, his third of the season altogether, against Runcorn Town in the league. And then I had another league game against Flixton where we won 3-0. Fergus Bell getting all 3 after being out of the goals for a while. But I'm going to now go ahead and start the next match, because I don't want to waste too much time, because it takes a little bit for the games to go through those. So I'm going to go ahead and put Dominic Morella back. I think I'll leave Eric Farrow actually, because he did not too bad in the last game. I'm just going to go ahead and put Harry Rubins back in the centre of midfield. Callum O'Kane, I'm not too sure, he does get a few yellow cards, so I'm going to put a fully fit Ed Williams back in there and a fully fit Sean Park on the left. And Richard Cowan is kind of tired, so I'll go ahead and put Dugan in there for him instead and give him a chance. And I'm not too sure whether to take Fergus Bell out or not. Mark Hughes has been doing really well, but Fergus Bell did pretty well in that last one. But I'm going to go ahead and give it to Mark Hughes, because he's been more consistent. And I'm going to actually go for this. That's going to be our starting tactic this time out. We're going to go counter-attacking this time because of their higher reputation and being away from home. So we're not going to be as gung-ho about this one. So they think they're going to have an easy time. Hopefully not. We'll have to see. But we'll tap mark both of the centre-backs for a start as well, in case there's any kind of free kicks or anything like that, corners. We don't want them scoring off set pieces. We'll go ahead and mark up their wide midfielders and show them onto their weaker feet. And we'll close down the centre midfielders, try and stifle the play. And we'll see how it goes. That's all we can really do. Hopefully, I think my prediction for this, not to be too big-headed, but hopefully if we beat these, I think these are the best team left in the competition, and I think it's really a toss-up between us and New College for the Cup. So whoever comes victorious out of this, I think will win. So I'll just tell them that, and then tell them that we can do it. We can go ahead and do this. And I think we do have a really good chance, unless we play terrible. If we play terrible, then we're going to have problems. But if they play real hard and we go for it... Oh, and they've let him through, and Harry Rubins has scored. That was like a training game. They just stood off him and let him wander in and have a shot. So, wonderful stuff. 3 minutes in, and we're 1 goal up. And that is very good. And it gives us some real encouragement in going into this match now. Their ground seems packed out for this as well. So we've had to travel down. We've got to play in pain. I'm going to leave it because it's not told him to come off yet. I'll just keep an eye on his condition. But Hughesy's got it. Oh, and he scored it, but it was just offside. But hopefully that's an indication that I did the right thing in taking off hat-trick scorer Vegas Bell and putting Mark Hughes back in. But I think overall Mark Hughes has been more consistent. On paper, Bell is the best player that we've got. In stats-wise, pure stats-wise, he's the best player we've got. But he does seem to be a little bit inconsistent. Some games he'll have a really good game, and other games he'll hardly be in a match. So I wanted to make sure that we have the best possible chance of having a good one. That's the only thing with him. Oh, and a good effort from David Lee. David Lee as well is not averse to having shots, having him in the supporting role. I wouldn't mind a real supporting player though, really. Really, David Lee isn't. On a good save, a good catch from Bateman there. He's not let us down. Despite calls from our coaches, for some reason, after our 3-0 win, in which he kept a clean sheet, the coaches were demanding he get dropped for poor form. But, I mean, what can you expect him to do? And Mark Hughes has done it. There's the goal. And my choice, I think, has been confirmed there, that I was right to put him back in the squad. Because he's a really good player too. I mean, I've picked him a few times. Each time I've tried to do this little 11-line challenge. And I've never ended up going, if I could go all the way to the league in this. I've only ever lasted 2 or 3 seasons. And I'm hoping to stay with you guys for the long haul. Oh, brilliant recovery from Bateman, and then they blaze it over. Oh, I'm munching cloth at the minute. This is getting a bit tense. We've got a yellow card as well there. Eric Farrow on a yellow card. Well held up. Oh, no, wasted though by David Lee. Mark Hughes showing that he could do the holding up as well there, not just the fancy stuff of running around making brilliant goals. And just don't lose it there, Flanagan. Oh, and he goes for a shot there himself. I suppose he's entitled to do it when he's already scored one. We're 2-0 up. But we just need to keep our cool now. We're 2 goals up. You know, the pressure is all on them now to make something out of this game. We've done our part on this cup tie. And that's good. Drawn a foul. No card though. We didn't get lucky with a yellow for them. Oh, and David Lee. Not too bad of an effort, to be honest. It wasn't a million miles out. We'll give him that. And another one just to strike up a little bit of conversation. I suppose it depends on the time of you watching this video. At the minute, not many people watching the series. But how's the season going for you at the minute with your club? As I've stated in earlier videos, my club's Burnley. At the minute, we're doing probably what everybody expects of us. we're in the relegation zone. But I think, to be honest, we're showing some real fight. I travelled all the way to Newcastle as we do this video. It's a day after, and I travelled all the way to Newcastle for that one because it's one of those grounds that I really wanted to see. St James's Park. It's one of those, real famous grounds, and so I didn't want to miss that one. I've not been to any other away games. I've just been to all the home ones, so it was good to actually get to an away game this season. And we played really well. I mean, we were so unlucky not to win that game. And just the fight we showed, we didn't let our heads drop when we went down in the second half. And I was quite proud of the team and us fans. Kept up this, tried to keep our spirits up during that as well. And I was pretty it's pretty enjoyable. The 3-hour journey was worth it in the end because we didn't get a loss. And I think the main point to take from it is we're keeping within touching distance of everybody in the league. That a win could get us out of there, and that's what we need to do. I think we don't need to get too carried away with climbing up the table and things like that. We just need to think that if we can carry this up, carry it on, we'll get our way out of trouble. But at the moment, as Cone, we aren't in trouble. We're doing really well in the league. We're flying away with it. And now it looks like we might have created another shock in the FA Vase. And hopefully this means we can take it all the way. And the further and further time goes on in the second half, the more and more the odds are going to weigh heavily for us to win this start and go all the way to the semi-final, which even that in itself will be a good result for us. Well, I got to the semi-final of that. We got to the semi-final of the North West Counties League Cup as well, which is our more realistic cup that we could win and have a double. If we have a treble, that's going to be amazing. And I think it might even be our last chance to win the FA Vase, because I think on the next level up, it's the FA Trophy. From there up to the Conference Premier, it's the FA Trophy, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I just couldn't turn that. I just couldn't turn around on that one to finish it off. We're on 60 odd minutes now. That's looking pretty bad for Farrow, but I'm going to see. He's just recovered a little bit. He's on 50% now. And I'll just wait for that to go away. I'll keep him on for now. I'll let him run it off a little bit because I don't. Someone told me a little trick is to keep them on unless it actually makes you take them off. Alright, now maybe we make the sub because he isn't really recovering much. But he has recovered a little bit. He's gone up to 53%. So we'll go ahead and put Patrick Vase on now. Hopefully he doesn't do the little sucker punch. It's done to me in some matches where you make a sub for someone who's got a knock and it goes and injures that player. And I don't want to make many more yet, so I'll just do that now and I'll keep the other one in reserve until about 78 minutes. Morella's putting it back in the box. But fair play to us, we're still trying to get there and make goals. Even though we're 2 up now. We're now on 70 minutes. And I'm hoping they could just hang on. Oh, and he put that one wide. And that's one thing that I've took my eye off actually. They've made all their subs, and that's good. I can do all the things at once now. That's might be why they're getting a bit of freedom, and that was me taking my eye off the ball a little bit there. I should have really been paying attention to that. There we go. I'll make those instructions now and try and keep them at bay. But I'm pleased with this. 2-0 up against this side is pretty good going. Even though they're not I don't think they're hugely above us. I don't even know if they are above us. But just with the calibre of players they've got. Oh, and a good effort from Morella there. I wouldn't have been surprised to see that one go in. We're now on 75 minutes. Oh, I thought maybe, just maybe that free kick would go in and make it interesting. But we're on 80 odd minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and make another substitution now. And Steven Sterling's a little bit tired. Mark Hughes is tired though. So we'll go ahead and stick Fergus Bell on now up front. Park with a decent header there. Just Lee couldn't get on the end of it to hold it up there. But it was a nice idea to hold the ball up. And Lee could get his very own goal here, but he's offside. But he's done a pretty good job of supporting the main striker. 3 minutes of injury time, and we've played it out, and we've won. So great stuff. I'm now into the semi-final, and like I said before, it was a toss-up between Cone and New College of who would maybe get the FA Vase. So this could be good for us. We could have a treble-winning season here. But that's all I've got time for on this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and you'll come back for more, and thanks for any likes or anything like that I get. I'll be coming back with the 2 finals, fingers crossed, and for the end of season review. But for now, that's all I got time for, and I'll see you guys later.